Hey there YouTube, this is sjm4306 back with another video. I really don't do a lot of medical related videos. It's not really something that I've gotten a chance to do before. But my mom actually, she has asthma and she has one of these Advair Diskus thingies. Basically this is like an inhaler, and when she gets an asthma attack, she'll open it up and I think you prime it or something, and then you breathe in and it gives you medication, basically like an inhaler. I don't really know too much about it, but anyway, there's a little counter on the side here. It tells you how many doses are left in the disc, and when you reinsert it, if you cock it back like this, when you reinsert it, it reprimes it for the next dose, and it has this kind of interesting mechanism here. I just thought, because this one's spent anyway, I thought we would pop this open. But anyway, there's like a grippy kind of... It's very ergonomically designed, I will say. That's very interesting. Anyway, to get this guy open, the easiest way is you partially open it so that you can see these little notches, and you have to get 2 blades in on either side. Now, on this side, it's pretty easy. This side requires a little more work. It's probably easiest to open this all the way so that you get this gap in here, and then you can get 1 blade in, and then from the other side you can get in those notches. And the purpose is there's actually a 2 pegs that go into holes in this outer shell, and you want to get kind of behind those and lever it up. So this is going to take a little bit, so I might do this off camera just so I don't slip. Oh, nope, there we go. So it popped right out. So the shell, there's really nothing special about it, but all the goodies are inside here. Now you can see the mechanism that's attached to this little handle moves something on the inside here, like a crescent-shaped thing. There's something that's applying downwards pressure here, like a little plastic spring. And on the other side, not really much besides these little detent thingies. And like I said, you can see these 2 pegs, and they have little slopes on it so that you can insert it into the case, and it'll, during assembly, it'll click back in. There's a little piece of plastic here. I think it rides, yeah, within, there's like a little groove in here, and that rides in there. And that, I guess, provides the stop, because the groove is only a certain arc length. So that provides kind of hard stop, so you can't keep rotating it. And I guess the next step is to pull off this piece. And there's a convenient little hole here. And we're just going to shoot that off there. And this is the mouthpiece. As you can see, it just has kind of a ridge that seats into this cutout here. And that's all that's holding it in. Okay, beyond that, you can start to see that number wheel, and it goes all the way around. I'm guessing there's, I don't know, maybe 50 doses or something like that. But anyway, it's basically a semicircle, very similar to like the calendar wheel on a like a watch, on an analog watch. And you can see that's just basically a little disc mechanism. As I jiggle it, you can see the number moving in the window as well. But to get further into this, there are a couple catches. And so we're just going to press in on them and kind of hold the case separated enough until it starts popping out. There are 2 catches on the inside here. I don't know why I'm doing this like a teardown. No one's going to be really tearing these down. I just wanted to know what was inside. And on the top part, we just kind of have pegs that'll hold some of like the gears and wheels in place. And we have kind of a separated cavity here. And if we see how that aligns, it actually goes over this piece here. Now, this is completely used up. So what I'm imagining happened was when it's brand new, all the medication is stored on this rail here, and it's fed up through here. I'm guessing it goes along this path down over. And once you start using it, this is kind of the spent, you could see they're like little capsules on the foil. And try to pull this out. Yeah, there's quite a number of them because this is all the doses that were used. And yeah, you could see here, they're like little capsules. That's one side. So that's one side of the medicine transport, I guess you could say. The other side is a foil that just goes on top of that. And let's see if I can pull this one out. There we go. And we have this kind of a peg and a cycloidal gear looking thing. And that basically just, these are actually bonded together. And it basically just peels that off to expose whatever the chemical or whatever is in here. I'm guessing it's a liquid that is aerosolized so that you can breathe it in. And you can see kind of the locations where they're located. And on here is some information that's printed at the factory, I guess, for, you know, during the manufacturing process. But yeah, those are the kind of two parts there. And so let's see. Yeah, you can see as it primes it, it ratchets this wheel and this wheel. This is basic. I'm guessing this is like a pinch roller almost. So it'll take up the spent capsules. And you can see even this side rotates. There's little teeth, so it can keep tension on the spent side. And there's little plastic tabs holding this mid frame in. So I can just quickly undo that. Okay, so yeah, a lot of things are clipped in. So we have, this guy went in, let's see, how did this go? Somewhere, yeah, about here. So yeah, like I thought, it's exactly like a calendar wheel. So we're just gonna start taking out some of the gears. And you can see, oh, that's interesting. There's little fingers in there so that you can only rotate. This is like a one-way slip mechanism. So it ratchets like that. This is just a regular kind of gear, but there is a serration on the inside. And I believe that's to do the same thing. The teeth are on this inner hub. Yep. So it'll do the exact same thing. So everything is ratchet to only go in one direction. And we have this inner side, which has kind of a semi half gear that will move the mechanism. It actually moves it through this gear first, and then through the bottom of this gear. So you can see, if I insert, let's see, I think this piece was held in by the mid frame, but you can see here, that's how it would mesh. Let's see. So yeah, let's see what else. Remove this piece. Man, we just literally have the calendar wheel sort of thing. And yeah, you can see here there's actually 60 doses. So I'm guessing this is how it comes from the factory, kind of preset to this hole or something. Maybe the arrow, and then when you prime it the first time it moves to 60, and then it starts going down as you use it. And interestingly enough, yeah, it changes color when you're on your last 5 doses. And this isn't flat. This actually has a slight curve upwards to it. And there's another tiny little gear that interfaces with that. And that's pretty much it. This is a really random video, I know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was actually more complex inside than I thought it would have been. with the mechanism. It actually kind of reminds me of like an old disposable camera mechanism, the way that they take up the reel of film. So I'm sure this was inspired partially by the simple mechanical mechanism in order to advance like of reel of, in this case, medication as opposed to film. But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was hopefully a relatively quick one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, one last quick thing. I actually reset the count mechanism, so it's at 58 right now. And it goes to 57. You can see it ratcheting. 55, 54, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slightly misaligned. I think I maybe got it over one gear. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So there we go.